An insider who says he was an individual from the Illuminati, cases to be on a keep running from the Shrouded Association subsequent to having figured out how to get away. As indicated by the insider, the Illuminati have a takeoff ritual for anyone who needs to clear out. Be that as it may, unbeknown to bring down positioning individuals, the custom is intended to execute anyone who needs to leave in the most horrifying way. Here's his story. You are brought before the Supreme Council and you should authoritatively proclaim your want to leave the association. At that point, the association gathers together the majority of your living relatives and executes them while driving you to watch. They slaughter each individual from your family and abandon you alive. To them, that is discipline enough for your transgressions of breaking the obligations of the association. Sometime recently, when I specified that my significant other was in a pile-up, I was misleading to divert them from my trail. I realized that in the event that they say my better half, they would be persuaded that I was lying since they knew they had just murdered her. In the wake of executing your whole family, they enable you to live for a year, to perceive what life is similar with everybody that you had cherished killed. It is the most exceedingly awful torment possible. At that point, following a year, you are put in a holding space for one more year while they endeavor to perform mind-adjusting experimentation on you. They endeavor to manually break you. Some endure this stage, others don't. Fortunately, I did. After they are finished with the testing, they put you in their underground jail underneath Denver, Colorado. You are let down into a gap, around 300 yards in the ground to a prison with apparently no section or exit. Once every day, they parachute down nourishment. They never verify whether you are in any condition. In earlier years, there has not been a dead detainee for 10 years on end, yet they drop sustenance consistently in light of the fact that they are totally unaware of who is still down there. When you are playing out the custom, you are informed that after the greater part of the torment, you will be free. That is a lie. They never expect to release you. Rather, they stick you in an opening and disregard you, never again having contact with you. When I touched base in the cell, there were 5 other individuals down there. I perceived numerous that I had known from the majority of my years in the association. We were told they had kicked the bucket for various reasons, yet they had truly been in the cell for the greater part of this time in the wake of choosing to depart the association. I was down there with them for a long time, and after that another detainee arrived. In any case, this detainee was unique in relation to the others. He had thought about the cell and as of now had an approach to get us out. His awesome granddad had really composed an old underground rail framework that ran nearby the prison. While building the rail framework, the planners group inadvertently penetrated into the cell and saw the remaining parts of individuals who had passed on in the prison. The specialists were killed amid a passage fall the following month. However, the architect was given a free go as an end result of offering his spirit and the souls of his child and future grandson to the Illuminati. The man who was brought down into the prison that day, the 7th individual, thought about the rail framework that fled from one of the dividers of the cell in which we were detained. We invested months utilizing rocks and hand-made instruments to scoop our way through the prison divider and into the deserted passage framework. We took after the passage framework for miles to an old distribution center in a country Colorado town. The passage was initially utilized for pioneers to enter Denver without being seen. Subsequent to leaving the framework, we as a whole split off from the gathering. We as a whole had distinctive contacts that we would seek after with a specific end goal to attempt to survive and keep our personalities escaped the association. Until the Illuminati peruses this particular letter, they won't realize that I was genuinely in the association. I have been ambiguous with every one of you to this point, keeping in mind the end goal to permit myself an opportunity to work out my contacts and to guarantee my security when I completely start to uncover my personality. Until this day, the association still trusts that the 7 of us who got away are either still in the cell or have faded away there. No doubt, somebody will be brought down into the cell quickly after this message is perused to see who is precisely in the prison. When it is found that 7 individuals are feeling the loss of, the Illuminati will have an all-out emergency staring us in the face. That being stated, The association will have a hard time following where the 7 of us are on account of we have not authoritatively existed for a considerable length of time and years. The most up-to-date drives that the Illuminati will have as to our areas or personalities will be to a great degree obsolete. Until further notice, we are largely protected. I have not had coordinate contact with any of the other 6 for quite a while. The 2 contacts that I have secured are still as of now in the association, and I am putting my full confidence and assume that they won't transform me into the association. I am going out on a limb uncovering my personality and area to them. However, I need to make a go with a specific end goal to start to uncover the data that can in the long run spare all of us. I need to go now. My flight is leaving soon. When I come back to the United States, I will give you the most recent reports on the September 11th spill and the circumstance with Al-Assad. Additionally, at that point the association will search for me and the other 6, and I will have the capacity to let you know whether I am alright for the present or not. In all reality, I won't not make everything the path back to the United States. I am uncertain how effortlessly I will have the capacity to be followed. However, I have confidence that it will be hard. For example, I am composing this message from Rome, yet when the deferral posting programming discharge this letter, I will be a distant memory on one of 3 flights that I have just purchased tickets for. I have not yet even chosen what flight I am taking. I won't choose until the point when the minute I am strolling towards the entryways. Farewell for the time being, my companions. I trust I will address you soon.